Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Montgomery. Today we get to start a brand new unit. And this unit is pretty fun. We're dealing with a lot of tens places and ones places. We're going to see how we can look at each place value. We've said this word before. We're going to use it a lot more. Place value. So we're talking about place value. We're talking about the tens house and the ones house. So if I were to write the number, let's make it 21. And I say, show one more. Well, if I say show just one more than 21, which house is going to get bigger? Is it the ones house or the tens house? It's going to be the ones house because I'm saying just one more. So we would say the next number would be 22. So when we're saying one more, we're just counting on. But let's try this a different way. So we know how to do one more. That's pretty easy. What if I give you the number 22 and I say, show one less? Now, which house is going to change? Is it the ones house or the tens house? Now, I just want one less. It's going to be the ones house. So we would then write the number 21. Only the ones place is changing, not the tens. That will not change if we're saying just one less. So that is one more and one less. But now let's try a different way. Or before we do that, I want to show you something real quick. So we're talking about one more, one less, and you can even use your 100 charts that you have. Here's our 100 chart. Now, say we are talking about the number 26 right here. See that number 26? And I say show one more. Well, guess what? We're just hopping one over to here, 27. That's it. That's one more. But we're still talking about 26, and I say show me one less. Well, it's going to hop this way. And just that ones house is changing. So it changed from a 6 to a 7 for one more, and now it's changing from a 6 to a 5 for one less. We're just hopping forward for more and backwards for less. You can all use your 100 charts that you have on your desk. So now let's talk about a different one. We're going to talk about 10 more. So what if we're talking about the number 26 again? I say, show 10 more. Well, how am I going to show 10 more? Am I going to be changing this ones house or this tens house? Because now think, this 10 is actually one set of 10. So I'm actually going to take this 2 and we're going to change it. We're going to take that 26 into a 36. It's just like counting by tens. And see, only this tens place changed. The 6 did not change because if you look at the number 10, what's in the ones house? A 0. And 0 plus 6 is just 6. It doesn't change. It can't change. And only the tens place will change. It went from a 2 to a 3. Just like when we count by tens all the time. And we can even look at our 100 chart again. Now, if we're talking about this number 26, right there. There's 26. And when we want to make 10 more and kind of jump forward, we're just going to drop down one row to the number 36. It just moves down one. So when we are counting by, or when we need to show one more, we're going to jump over to the right on our 100 chart and go from 26 to 27. And then when we move backwards and show one less, we're making one hop back, going from 26 to 25. Now, if we want to show 10 more, then we're going to hop just down on our 100 chart from 26 to 36. Now, what do you think we're going to do if I say, show me 10 less? Well, if we're using a 100 chart, instead of moving down a row to the bigger numbers, we're going to move up a row to the smaller number. That's all. That's all we're doing. And you see how only this tens place changes? It changed from a 2 to a 1. It got smaller by 1. That's it. So let's kind of jump into this packet. Okay, but let's get a clean slate here. Clean slate. And we can also draw pictures to help us if we want to. If it's easier for you to use a 100 chart, you can use a 100 chart. And if you need one, pause the video right now, press the spacebar on your Chromebook, and let me know that you would like a 100 chart. Okay? So let's jump into this. And this first one says, okay, it's blank more than blank. We're going to write what is 1 more than, let's make it 31. So, and I will make a very quick picture. I'll make little rods for the tens. See, it's a 10. That's another 10. And another 10. These are our tens rods. And then we just need one square for a ones. Now we need to show what is 1 more than 31. Now if we look at our 100 chart, we can do that real quick. You can see that 31 is right here. And if we need one more, which way are we jumping? Are we jumping backwards all the way over here? Or are we jumping forward one to 32? Well, if we just need one more, we are counting forward one, and it's actually going to be 32 right here. So now we can fill that in. One more is 30. One more than 31 is 32. And we can even show a picture. So we can keep our picture here, and I'll get a different fancy color, make it red. If I had one more, well, how many do I have now? 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. We have the same answer either way. All right? Now let's make this next one a little tougher. It's got to be another more than, but this time we're going to make it 10 more than 31. 10 more than 31. Now, right now we have two tools to use to help us solve this. We can either add to our picture, or we can use a 100 chart. First, let's add to our picture, and then we'll use the 100 chart to check our answer. Okay? So if we're adding 10 more, what is going to change? The tens house or the ones house? Remember, 0 can't make this 1 change, right? They're both in the ones house. But the 3 and the 1 will make each other change. So we can actually add another, and since this is a 10, we can add another set of 10 to our picture. And now we can count by tens, right? We know how to do that. 10, 20, 30, 40. Now we count all of them by ones. 41. So 10 more than 31 is 41. So when we're adding 10, this tens house changes, and when we have to show one more, the ones house will change. That's all we're really doing. Now let's check our 100 chart. So here is the number 31. And if we want 10 more, are we going to move backwards, forwards, up towards the smaller numbers, or down towards the bigger numbers? Well, if we want to show 10 more, we have to move down a row to 41. And there we go. And that's exactly what we have on our paper. 10 more than 31 is 41. Okay, so but now we're going to work a little bit differently and show less than. So we still have our picture. We're still going to use the number 31. We're going to stick with this number. They want us to show less now because they put the word less than. Let's start with 1. What's 1 less than 31? Well, watch this. If we want to take away 1, we are going to just cross that guy out. And now we can count our picture. 10, 20, 30. So 1 less than 31 is 30. Or if we want to use our 100 chart, we put our little marker guy on 31. And if we want 1 less, then we have to jump backwards. But on a 100 chart, we actually go up a row. Right there. It's a 30. And if you use the number line, you'll just make 1 jump backwards. All right? Put this back there. And let's do our next one. Next, we're going to do 10 less than 31. Now remember, what's going to change here? Oh, let me also fix this picture real quick before we continue. Fix that picture. There we go. So if we have 10 less than 31, what number is going to change? Is it going to be the 3 in the tens house or the 1 in the ones house? Let's see. Let's use this picture to help us out. If we have 10, if we want 10 less, are we going to change this 1 block or a 10 rod? Well, we're actually going to take out this 10 rod right here. And now let's see how many we have left. Ready? We're going to count on by tens first. 10, 20. Now we count our tens, then we just count on by 1, 21. So 10 less than 31 is 21. Now if we want to double check with our 100 chart, we're going to take our little marker guy here. It's on 31. But when we're doing less, it's going to move up towards the smaller numbers. And it just goes up 1. That's it. And you'll see that it changed from a 31 to a 21. All right? So now let's go ahead and open up to the next page. And while you're doing that, I'm going to do the same thing. All right, give everyone just another minute. Okay, should all be open up to this page. Now let's check it out and see what we need to do. It says use cubes, write the numbers. Okay, so you can use cubes to help you out. If you would like some tens rods and ones cubes to help you out with this to use as you work, that is fine. Make sure you hit that space bar and let me know. If not, you can keep drawing pictures with little tens rods, pictures like, just sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or you can also use the 100 chart. All right, so let's walk through this one. The big number we're using is 45. And first they want one more than, well, they want us to write the number 45 in because that's the number we're working with. One more than 45 is, oh, I forgot to draw these cubes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, we can always draw. So if I'm not sure and I want to draw one more, right? I can count on 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So that's how they got 46 as their answer. Or you can also use the 100 chart. Find 45 right there. And one more, we jump over 1, 46. Okay? So let's check out the next one. Next, I want one less than 45. Now, one less than 45, we can still, let me just change that real quick. Well, what we can do is we can cross out something on our picture. We can just say, I'll get rid of this one here. And one less than 45 is, well, you can count your picture now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And that's how they got 44. Or we can also look at our 100 chart right here. We're at 45. If we want one less, we jump backwards 1 to 44. And that's it. All right, next one says we need 10 more than 45. 10 more than 45. So we do the same thing again. And just put this square back. So if we need 10 more, what are we going to change? The ones where the 5 is, or the tens where the 4 is? Well, we're actually just going to add a 10 rod. That's all. And now we can count on. Starting with tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So that's where they got 55. So only the tens place right there. Only that 4 is going to change for 10 more. And last, they want 10 less than 45. Now for 10 less than 45, we would do the opposite of what we just did. We're not going to add a 10 rod. Instead, we're going to cross one out. And now we can count on. Starting with our tens, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And that's how they got 35. Remember, when you are talking about 10 more and 10 less, only the tens place. Only that 4 is going to change. All right? Now go on and try number 2 on your own. And while you're working on that, I'm going to set up my little picture that I'm going to be working with. Okay. I'm hoping that was enough time for you. I don't want to give you too much time because I don't want anyone being bored if this was a little too easy. If you still need another couple seconds, just hit the space bar and pause the video, okay? If we're all good, let's go over what we just did. All right. So, first they want one more than the number we're working with, which is 17. They want one more than 17. Now we can add to our picture if we like. We have our 10 rod. We have 7 ones cubes, and we can add one more. Now what's one more? Well, we can count to find out. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And to check our work, we can always go to our 100 chart and find the number 17. There he is. And one more, we just hop over one. 18. That's all it is. Let's go to the next one. One less than 17. So now they want to know what is one less. What we're going to do the opposite. We're not going to add anything, right? We're going to take away because that's what less means. We're going to take away. So instead, we're going to cross out one of these ones cubes because they're saying just one less. That's it. So we cross out a ones cube. And now we can count what we have left to see what one less is. First our tens, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So one less than 17 is 16, and we can go back to our 100 chart. And here's our 17. And for one less, we just hop back one, and we're at 16. So one less than 17 is 16. We just double checked our work, and we're all good to go. Let's go to the next one. Next, they want 10 more than 17. Now, for 10 more, which is going to change? Is it going to be our tens place or the ones place? It's going to be our tens place only. That's it. Okay, so if we want 10 more, what we're going to do is just draw in another 10 rod. And now we're just going to count them and find out how many we have altogether. Ready? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So now we have 27 because only the tens place changed. That's it. And we can also go back to our 100 chart. Here's 17. And if we want 10 more, we just hop down. Boom. We added 10. We're at 27. Now we have one more to do. Now they want 10 less. Let me fix my picture first. Okay. So 10 less than 17. Now again, what's going to change? Is it going to be our 10s or our 1s that's changing? It's our 10s. So 10 less, we're actually going to take out this 10 rod right there. Cross it out. And what do we have left? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 10 less than 17 is 7. And you know what? Let's go back to our handy dandy 100 chart. So here's 17. 10 less. We move one space up towards the smaller numbers. And we're at 7. That's all we're doing, guys. So when you're going up by 10s, you go down on the 100 chart by one row at a time. And when you want a smaller number counting by 10s only, you move up a row. Okay? All right. I would like for you to do number 3 all on your own, number 4 on your own, and do the whole rest of the packet. If you are confused about what we're doing, then come have a seat with me and our other friends on the front carpet, and we can go over more of it. If you're good to go ahead to your seat. Do this on your own. Do not share your answers, please. This way I know who needs help and who's all good to go. All right? I will talk to you guys later.